Hello, Echo here again. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 10 of my Feed the Beast 1.5.2 beta, still on version 0.8. Now, I've done a live stream since the end of yesterday's episode, so I need to go through all the things that were done in the live stream. Also, this is Episode 10, so there should be a world download. I'm not sure if Tom set up the ability for me to do a world snapshot at the minute. I'm going to send him a message later, but he's usually very busy on a weekend with him having kids and stuff. So, I'm going to send him a message later, and if I don't get the world upload up today, it'll definitely be up by Monday at the latest. So it may be an episode or so late, unfortunately. That's just because with us changing the server setup, I don't think he's set up the snapshot for me. What it does is set up a shared folder that I've got access to, which has a snapshot now set up, which does me a little zipped folder of the world. Folder, which I can then put to my Dropbox. Right, the live stream yesterday, I tried keeping the live stream away from stuff that I've been covering in the episode. So what I've done is I did quite a bit of Thaumcraft stuff, and I did a little bit of bee stuff. Now, Thaumcraft stuff, someone did ask last season for me to do an extra series, like I did with the bees, a supplemental series with Thaumcraft stuff. I am going to do that. I just haven't started it yet. I've done a bit of Thaumcraft. So I thought it was quite an easy thing to do on the live stream. You can of course watch the live stream. It is maybe a bit boring and long. It was like 2.5 hours long, and there was a bit of a break where I looked at a thing in a tinker table on the helmet, and it made me crash. So I had to restart it. But other than that, I'm just at the minute researching Shovel the Earth Mover. I'm trying to get the axe of the stream because I want to put one of these Silk Touch picks on an axe of the stream. But that's what I was working towards. Basically, all you've missed is I did the basic minimum to get to finish tier 1. So your basic minimum there is Nitor Elementum. I'm not even sure if gunpowder is actually needed. Basic transmutation is needed. Thaumium is needed. Magical building blocks, and then enchanted fabric and thaumated robes, and then your thermometer. Once you've done them few things, you don't have to do all the separate transmutations and stuff. Once you've done them, it gives you basic artifice and basic alchemy, and that's when you can do your end of tier 1, which is a unified thermic field theory, which gets you a better wand. It gives you the one that has 250 V in it rather than 50, which is the one of the apprentice has. So from then on, all I've done after that is I've started opening the wands up because I want to get the axe of the stream. Now you see at the minute I'm doing the Shovel the Earth Mover, which comes off the Wand of Excavation. I still need to do the Wand of Equal Trade and the Wand of Lightning. Wand of the Stream, Axe of the Stream, I believe is off the Wand of Frost, so I can aim for that next. And I made some Thaumcraft goggles. That's kind of that was a plan in the live stream, was to get to goggles revealing, because I wanted to get some goggles revealing, which I've got, and I've got a really nice enchant on them. Apart from the haste doesn't really do anything, I don't think, but other than that, protection 4, respiration 3, repair 2, very good. So the repair himself offered me quite a good amount of armour, and I'll be able to stay underwater for quite a long time, so that's really good. One thing I want to do in this episode is get that chest piece so I can start wearing it, and I've got bits ready for that. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did with Thaumcraft. One of the things I want to get as well pretty soon is this from the Thaumic Tinkerer. This is Spellbound Cloth. That's the one that lets you wipe enchants off items. So if you get an enchant you don't like, you can just use that to wipe it off. You've wasted your levels in the enchanting, but you're not actually stuck with the item. So I've been looking at making the enchanted cloth as well. At the minute, I'm kind of setting up to start powering all the rest of the farms, and I'll go up there in a second. I just want to make sure things are going alright in here. What happened was I had run out of silver, so I had to go do a bit of silver mining because I needed a lot of electrum. I need a lot of electrum because I need a lot of conduit to start wiring things up. So conduit is a little bit expensive early on, but I don't think I've even got. Let's get 64 conduit. I don't even think I've got the redstone. No, I've not really got redstone to do. Just over half a stack. 2 redstone per conduit it needs. So I'm going to have to do a bit of redstone mining as well. Which is crazy, because normally redstone is one of the things that you have just a massive abundance of. So, them conduit go in there, and the redstone goes in there. And I think And I need some flint for the Thaumcraft research. What's in there then? What's cooking in there? Okay, let's take them across there with me. I think that's all empty now. I should possibly get some more flint. Got some flint just by throwing some gravel in the pulverizer. Because flint gives us the instrumentum, which is what I needed here. So I'll just finish off that research there. Come on. There we go, shovel the earth mover. And then, not to do a lot of Thaumcraft on camera, but shovel the earth mover was really good as well. I'm tempted to make an excavator from Tinker's Constructs, but I think I'll probably just make a shovel the earth mover. Because it's got a similar way of working. What's the word I'm looking for? It's got similar properties, the shovel the earth mover and the excavator. Right, I'm just going to do a little bit of Thaumcraft stuff then on camera. I'm aiming for an axe of the stream that I believe has aqua in it, so I'm going to put aqua in first, and hopefully we might get lucky. Look at that, awesome. It also has instrumentum in it, and then I believe, looking at my Feed the Beast wiki on my on the other half of my screen, it's also got some kind of wood in there and some mortise. Mortise, when I've got an excess of rubber, I'd use rubber for mortise, but I ain't got an excess of rubber yet, so I'm using boats. Boats have it, and boats stack now, which is also nice, stacking 16s. In fact, that had nearly everything I needed. I could have just used boats for nearly everything in this, because it's got all three of them. So let's make some more boats, like so. And put that sugar cane back, and get us another 12 boats. Of course, I am going to need 30 levels before I'm fully done with this, because axe of the stream, there we go. And to make axe of the stream, what do I need? I need 3 thalmium ingots. I need to make a couple more of them. Thalmium ingot, easiest way of making a thalmium ingot is 1 iron ingot and 1 ender pearl, I believe. Is that right? Let me just check. Thalmium axe needs 3 thalmium ingots. Show me how I make thalmium. Oops. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Thalmium, yeah, 8 magic, 4 precantatio. So if you look, each ingot, iron ingot gives you the 8 metallum. I said magic, didn't I? I meant metallum. And it gets you the 4 precantatio there. It does get you excess, but doesn't really matter. And what I did was I set up a little thing out here. The smelter is now up there, which I will show you in when I get across there. Just keeping manually collecting a little bit of sugar cane there. So I've got a little setup here with my arcane infuser, and then I've got an aqueous accumulator down there with a water block either side of it, just putting water into the crucible here. And on the crucible I've got a lava block keeping it heated. That's how that's all set up. So we can sling. I'm going to turn my my coin of fortune off here. Boop. 2 iron, 2 ender pearls in there, and then I just need a wand, and click that with a wand. That'll give me 2 thalmium ingots. 1 can go back, and let's get some sticks. Make a thalmium axe first of all, straight away, first thing even. And then we also need a wand of lightning, was it? I'm actually going to make 2 wands of lightning if that's what I need. Oh, it's a wand of frost, of course it is. I'm just going to make 1 of them then. So a basic wand, that's nice and straightforward. I need 3 of them, and I'm going to take 1 earth shard to make the basic wand. I need a stick and a gold nugget. Just gets me that. And then this is new on arrows. I'm pretty sure before they used to only have the combat one, the red aspect there. I forget what it's called. Now they've also got Velito and Aura, which is pretty nice. Makes arrows a bit more useful for Thaumcraft research than there was before. And this needed snow, I believe, as well. Snowball. So we can quickly make a Wonder Frost. This one, when I started this episode, it was nowhere planned to be. Hello, Mr. Spider. There was nowhere planned to be a Thaumcraft episode, but it's kind of turning into a little bit of one. 4 of them and 16 of them. Easy enough. Sling them in there. So having the aqueous accumulator there just lets you not have to worry about refilling your crucible, because it just fills it all the time for you. There we go, Wonder Frost. So that just magically fill that with water, which is really nice. And then we want Wonder Frost, Family Max above it, 8 mortars, 16 flint. We need some more flint already. Trees aqua. Right, I'll do that off camera in a bit, but I'll come back to that. I'll do a bit of work off camera as well to get up to 30 levels. But there's a little bit of Thaumcraft on camera. I don't want to do too much though, as I've probably said too many times already. Flint can go back in there. And while I remember, let's just grab another stack of gravel and stick it in the pulverizer. So at the end of the last episode, I said the 3 things I wanted to do this episode were soul shards, power armor, and soul shards, power armor. What was the third thing? Enchanted portals. I'm probably not going to get any of them things done, apart from, let's just get this power armor up and running. Power armor, if we're looking there, the first thing I want to do to this is add the energy shield. Energy shield takes 2 force field emitters. Quite expensive, so each one of them, force field, there we go. Force field emitter, each one of them takes unattuned tesseract, 2 solenoids, 2 wiring, which I've got all them ready in there. You've seen me make all them before. So there we go. That gets us 2 force field emitters. So we can now add the energy shield to our chest plate, bang that up, and what that does compared to the iron. So if you look at the iron there, it gives us 6 points of physical damage, but it weighs 6 kilos. So if you know my suit is at 16 from there. I thought it had more weight on than that. 16. 10 kilos from a battery yet. 6 kilos from there. I should have 5 kilos there as well. Unless that's turned off. Does that not weigh when it's turned off? No, it weighs 9, that's weird. So when that's turned off it don't weigh anything. That is weird. You'd think it'd still maintain its weight even because it's an installed module, but it turns out that don't weigh anything. It's kind of nice. So 16 there and 9 there takes me to 25 kilos, which is the maximum weight without slowing you down. So by having the energy shield, you still get the 6 points of armor, but now it takes power rather than taking weight, which means you can add more modules. That's the reason why we want that. So there we go. Now I've got armor on my chest. So I can't really afford any other modules for it yet. The next thing I think I want really is uphill step assist, which is 2 servo motors. And servo motors each take 2 solenoids, so I'd need 4 solenoids, and each solenoid takes 6 of them, so I need 24 wiring, which I don't think I have. Look at that, I have. Well, let's do it then. I believe there's 28 total there, weren't they? So they want iron down the middle. And then I think it left me just enough wiring as well. And I've got some pneumatic servos there. Was that wrong? Wrong way around. Press X. Nope, didn't need to press X, should have pressed C. Let's do that again wrong, just so I can click the right button. Press C, that'll cock it right up. I shouldn't have done that. There we go, 2 servo motors. So now, let's double check, is that the next thing I really want? The boots are good. The legs are good apart from full step assist. I want to start adding parachute, glider, thermal generator. None of them take servos. I don't want to click on everything because some things crash. So yeah, uphill step assist. There we go. Got that now, so now I can get up blocks without having to jump, which doesn't seem like much, but it really is useful. Really stops things being a pain in the ass quite so much. So let's get back on track then. Let's get back on track. Won't do any more Farmcraft just yet, as I said. So there's one thing I said I was going to do. I was going to get it so I've got a full set of armor. I haven't really got a full set of armor because I've not got the helmet on yet. The helmet, by the way, has got a set of goggles of revealing what in it. So you know what I mean. Now it's one of these things at the bottom that crashes you, I think. But click on there. It's got the aura meter. It's got no armor yet. I put the aura meter in. The aura meter just takes a hologram emitter and a set of goggles. So I made 2 sets of goggles on the last stream. One for the helmet there. But once we get some armor in that, I'll eventually upgrade the armor in these to be the power based one as well. So let's put them attuned tesseracts back. I got a bit carried away then. I made 6 of them. That's not too bad though, still coming useful. What else have I made? I did make another pick as well. I made the hammer is really good, but sometimes you need the fine control of a pick. And the pick I was using had no look on it. It was that alumite one there. It's just got moss. That's the first one that I made just to get some cobalt. So I actually made another pick. It's pretty much as good as the one that I lost, apart from it hasn't got the auto smelt, but it's got the full look on there. So now if I'm in a little confined space, or if I'm precarious above lava for example, and I don't want to knock the floor out, I can actually just go for individual blocks with that. So I use both of them as and when needed. Nothing new in there that I don't think you've seen. You saw me make the safari net. So let's just jump up to the castle for a sec. And I've done some work down here. Nothing's connected yet. I'm going to move this around a bit, but this has been going quite well. At the minute I'm just using that power still, and it's gradually wearing down my stocks of things, and none of the farms are running because I've set the farms up so that they're going to be automated, but they're not running yet, which is what my problem kind of is at the minute. So that's eventually going to run out. This also only puts out quite a small amount of power, so we do want to get to the point where we can run boilers. So that's the space here is going to be 2 liquid boilers running off this bioreactor. Bioreactor will supply just enough fuel to run 2 boilers. So I'm going to need excess to warm them up, but once the warm up's done, then that'll supply just the right amount to run 2 boilers, which is kind of nice. For that though, we also need a unifier to change it from biofuel to ethanol. So instead of the biofuel generator being next to it, I'd have a unifier next to it. But at the minute, it's working alright and it's filling up our energy cells. I just had to swap that one for the one that's in the processing area. And this one is working away nicely, getting us plenty of fertilizer. 300 apples, well, nearly 400 apples, 2,000 saplings, and over 11,000 oak now. So that's getting there nicely. What I want to do now is start connecting all this stuff. I've kind of started roughing it out. I've got 5 planters on the ones that need replanting, and I've got 7 harvesters because of course some of these don't need replanting, like the melon and the well, 2 of them don't need replanting, the melon and the pumpkin. Something interesting to note as well, so far I remember, Joseph has set me up, well, he's done a little test for me and is showing that you can use a MFR rancher to get ink sacks. Ink sacks actually work in this. So you could have an MFR rancher milking ink from squid, and you can use that in here as well. So that's another possible thing you can have in there, which is quite good to know. I might even use that because I want to set that up at some point anyway. What I need to do now is start connecting all this power up. So that's why I need to go mining for silver, because I needed more electrum, because I needed more conduit, and I also need redstone for that, don't I? So what I'm going to do is quickly show you what I've done here since last time, and After the end of last episode and before the start of the stream, I set this little place up. I wanted a coke oven because you can now use creosote oil to make apiaries, impregnated casing and impregnated sticks for frames. And I wanted to do a bit of bee stuff on the live stream, so I wanted a coke oven. So I got a coke oven set up. I'm also starting to make some steel because I obviously want to get some boilers made. And I just set up this little place here, brought the smeltery across, made a little pretend forge there with a smoker block, which I think is from Railcraft. I had a wooden roof, but you can see it's setting fire to the wooden roof. So I'm going to have to make that into a stone roof, I think. Which I kind of like the way the wood look though, which is a shame. I may have this half above the smeltery wood still, and just make that half stone. But that looks quite nice, I think. I'm quite happy with how that's turned out, little smeltery area. And I can of course automate that under the floor once I get applied energistics. So you won't actually see any of the wiring, but that'll be able to automate. That'll be able to make me steel automatically. A couple of chests there just in case I need any storage up here. I think it seems to be lagging out a bit. And then the actual bee stuff that I did on the live stream. Come on. Come on, anything? No, okay, I'm going to break the camera. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff off camera. That was that chest that was right down there. And I'm going to... There we go. So I've got noble bees in there. I was going for cultivated and common. I've actually got... I've actually got common, and it went past cultivated and it ended up being noble. I didn't put them in there even though it showed me an ad. Okay, and then that's the setup I've been using. A couple of soul frames and an oblivion frame. Oblivion frame is obviously looted from chests, and soul frames are just impregnated frames with a bit of soul sand. But that's the setup there. These are automated yet. They look like they're automated, but I've got no assembly table yet. But that's ready for when I can put autarkic gates on. And then I'll just put all the spare bees in there. And the spare set of frames that was in this one. So I was using two to breed at the same time. So at some point I need to go get another Meadows or Forest Princess and start trying to get it cultivated again. So that's pretty much what I did on the live stream. Bees and Thaumcraft. So now, yeah, I'm gonna cut camera, get a few things mined, and then we're gonna start wiring these farms up, so we can hopefully get all these farms automated. Start getting us materials to keep the power coming in, and if I get time, I think I'm gonna start working towards getting a boiler up. But I don't know if that's gonna be worth doing yet. I'll see. Back in a bit. Okay then, here we are back again. I'm up to 30 levels. I went and did a bit of mining in the Hollow Hill. Got a lot of redstone. Got some more redstone in the Magma Crucible there for them conduit. So I'm up to 30 and I've got the bits I need to throw into here. So I've got some more flint from the pulverizer. So that can go in there. Oops. Turn that off. So 16 flint in there and 4 boats. Gets me everything else I need. Get myself an axe of the stream. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn that back on. Put it there. So let's enchant this and hopefully we'll get repair on it. That's what I'm after. Look at that. That's kind of awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Efficiency 4 as well. Nice. So now, I don't actually know if this works on silkstone, on glowstone, to be honest, but I'm hoping it does. Right, I've moved my anvil up here because it kind of fit in here. So looks like I've lost a bit more roof as well since I've been gone. So that in there is going to need 13 levels. So I'm just going to go do another 13 levels off camera in the end. And because I don't want to run the episode too long, and it's just me killing Enderman. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll see you there when I've done that, and we'll start putting the automating the farms. So back again. I'm in the Nether. I'm about to use the now Silk Touch axe of the stream on the glowstone. See if they'll give me some glowstone. 13 levels in the end got me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 stacks of ender pearls just to get 13 levels. So once you get into the end, ender pearls really are trivial, really are not really worth worrying about. Now, will this even work? I I've no idea if this will work, to be honest. It will work. Awesome. So the reason why I want glowstone is for the soul shards, of course, which I'll go and show you in just a second when I stop dicking about and get away. So I want a few blocks of this. I say because of Greg Tech, other than using Silk Touch, I believe I'd need a compressor to make these blocks. And I'm going to play with Greg Tech. I'm just not going to do it yet, and I'm going to try and do as many things without it as I can before I actually start using it. Speaking of that, in this version of the beta pack, someone showed me in the stream yesterday. If you look at the quarry, the recipe is the actual basic IC2 one, not the Greg Tech version. So I should probably make that now, while it's not the Greg version. But I kind of ain't bothered if it does get changed back to the titanium. I don't actually mind the titanium being needed for quarry, because quarry is very powerful, and it's basically the one thing you need to automate. Of course, you can say turtles are the same, but as you may or may not know, I hate coding with a passion. So I avoid turtles. But I don't actually mind the titanium cost for a quarry. I find it a little bit weird that to make a buildcraft item you need IC2, but I don't actually mind it. So I may not make a quarry yet. I might actually wait and see if we get an update and see if it puts it back to the hard version, because maybe I'm a bit of a sadomasochist. Well, as in the end, I got a couple of ender bees as well, just because. And I'm gonna make 4. So I make 4. I'll make 5. I'll make 5 soul shards. So the bees can go in there. What else do I want rid of? My scoop can go in there. This will be my main hatchet now as well. So my little one that's done me well there, obsidian head with a slime rod. That's done me well. That can go up there. Can be retired to the wall for now. I say I'm probably going to do the same with the shovel, to be honest. Make a shovel of the earth mover. And probably even with a sword, either a Sword of the Zephyr, or maybe even the Condor sword from Thalmic Tinkerer. I may even go for that one, which lets you fly. So with that, I might not even put a jetpack on my suit just for a giggle. Nah, I probably will. So what do I want to do now? I need some netherrack. There we go. And turn my generator back on because I turned it off. Not that I really need it. So I'm at 4.96 million. So this should get me back up to 4.99 pretty quick. I turned it off when I was in the desert going towards the end, where the end portal is, because I set on fire. Oh, this is very dangerous. When I get the world downloaded, don't step on that. It's quicksand. I don't know why I've put it there. It's just a bit different than lava, isn't it? If you step into the... Oh shit, get away. I saw you, sneaky bastard. It's 1 block of quicksand with a 1 block of gap underneath it, so you would suffocate and die in there. It's to kill mobs. So any mobs that come up here, I say I'm going to put a bridge across to there. But, so that is very dangerous. I should put a little sign there saying danger quicksand, just in case I forget, let alone anyone else. I'll just put my bees back in while I'm here, and that side as well. They haven't quite settled out yet. I'm getting different common drones. I had to at some point check which stats I've got. I also, of course, made a Bealizer for that, and for them I needed 3 machines. I needed... No, I'm lying. I needed 2. I needed a carpenter, and you may have seen them in the other place. I needed a carpenter and a centrifuge, which are pretty straightforward. Right, what do we need here? Glowstone blocks then go in the middle of this little structure. Netherrack, endstone, glowstone, and now if I right click that with a diamond, boom, I get a soul shard, and some of the netherrack gets turned into so that's why, for example, there, if I did that with a hammer, it just caused all kind of mess. Some of the netherrack gets turned to endstone, so that's why I brought a spare netherrack with me. I'm just going to repeat that a few times, get myself, I guess, 5. So I brought 5 diamonds, soul shards. See that then? I've got a bit of lag. I ended up getting 2. I think that's meant to happen like that. It's only a bit of glowstone and netherrack, I guess, but I kind of lagged out on clicking that, and I've got an extra one. Still use a diamond though, so I didn't really get an extra one, I suppose. Diamond's the only really expensive part of this. If you class diamonds as expensive, I know some people don't even class them as expensive, especially when you start using wither skeletons to make coal, and then use the IC2 stuff to make the coal into diamonds. It makes diamonds abundant. There we go, 5 soul shards. So it ends up I did actually get the soul shard part done, which I said I wanted to do this episode. So that means the only thing I haven't done for this episode is enhanced portals, which I really wanted to do, because if you download the world, I'd like you to get from spawn to my houses and stuff. Before we do that though, we need to get these farms going, so I will be doing the farm bit, not that bit just yet. So let's these can go in there. So I've got myself 5 soul shards and some spare glowstone blocks. Go in there, as can the endstone and stuff. You should be over there, get down there, and you should be in there. So I'll keep them on me. I'm going to get Enderman, Blaze, Wither Skeleton, Brainy Zombie, and Creeper. Probably. I may even get Spider. But that's the plan for that. Right, what do I need now? I need to get out of here. What's going on? Let me out. Dumb guy. Lagging. God damn it. Just broke my nose on the door. Hello, Josh. So there's the machines I made. I actually made 2 carpenters. One with creosote in to make impregnated sticks and impregnated frames, and one that I've put a couple of buckets of water into it to be allowed, because that needs water. So it's probably better to make multiple carpenters for different materials, because getting shit out of them's a real pain in the tits. There we go. 64 energy conduit. That's gonna do me good. Anything else I need out of here? Not at the minute. Not at the minute. So let's go wire up the farms. As soon as I get some kind of quarrying on the go, I will probably look to make a little simple ME network just for the farms down here, so they're not so I'm going to do a separate ME network so level emitters don't affect brain's gone dead. I apologise. What was I saying? So level emitters don't affect my auto crafting. Christ, there we go. I've kind of gone a bit overkill with the amount of conduit here, and I like to do that. That is by design, as the saying goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have them all running down here. You far enough? You're far enough. So all these farms will be getting powered from one little boiler there. I'm not sure if the boiler's up for it, to be honest, at the minute. But yeah, sorry, I'm not saying a boiler. I don't mean a boiler at all. I mean a biogenerator. For now, until we get a good enough stock of stuff, it's all going to be getting done by the little biogen here. So I'm going to actually move that. I've cocked that up a bit. I'll move some pipes around. I'm going to actually empty that out, put it into a chest, get the power out into an energy cell, and then yeah, just bear with me a bit. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I'm back. I'm doing something a little bit crazy here. No, not that crazy, but it's not like mountain climbing without a rope or anything. I decided that I'm sick of getting poisoned by that fucking sludge boiler. So I am, I believe, doing this right. That's quite expensive on them, isn't it? It's 6 copper at the top, and then tin either side, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One extra one there. I think that's right for liquid tesseracts. It is excellent. Making 6 liquid tesseracts, which is a bit silly maybe, but needs must. Right. So what I've done here, I've moved the power around a little bit. It'll take a little while to load in. So nothing's actually connected to power at the minute. I'm just letting that guy empty. That's empty now by the look of it. Yeah, that's empty. That one still isn't. Just letting that fill up this energy cell before I break it, but that can actually be broken now because that's all drained, so just waiting for that to drain. So I move this around a bit. I've put the harvester there and the fertilizer there. So before the harvester was there and the fertilizer was on this side. So I'll just move them around a little bit so I can wire this up a bit easier. And what I'm going to do is a little bit expensive kind of way of doing it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a liquid tesseract on each of these. One there. And then if I come up top, it's easy to see this from the top. See between the two harvesters, I should use the silk touch pick there, the silk touch thing. Liquid tesseract. So silk touch also, of course, gives you glass back. So I can get my glass blocks back as well if I want to be that tight. Liquid tesseract. Get out, dick. One there and then one there, even though it's only connecting to one thing. It's, like I say, it's a bit expensive, but I mean the sludge boilers give you alright stuff. It's the best thing I kind of guess is clear, just without having to go and fuck around in the bottom of lakes for it. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth doing, but it's all fun, so why not? Why not? Owner only. This is going to be send only, and I'm gonna give one to water, but I don't want this to be one. I want this to be two. And two is going to be sludge. So I'll give that. I'll tick that on two. No, is it giving two to water? Water should be one. Okay. And now I want two. Two. Yeah, and now sludge. Okay, sludge. So owner only, send only, sludge, and I am actually going to disable them so I don't forget to do it another time when I've finally got what's the word I'm thinking of? Level limiters on this. Owner only, send only, disable ignored, sludge, ignored, owner only, send only, sludge, and owner only, send only, ignored, sludge. Now I've just had a quick look on the wiki. Apparently it's 3 blocks that a sludge boiler will affect you. One more. Disabled, owner only, send only, sludge. I have to get a water one set up like I usually do with aqueous accumulators as well for water production for my boilers and stuff. So right, what I'm going to do here is that a bit too in the way? Yeah, I think I'll do it at the other end. I'll do it at the other end. Yeah, that's good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put the sludge boiler right down here because it's a dick. So 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. So this shouldn't poison me if I'm up there. Or the cows. I bet it poisons the cows. Go away, gravel. Don't look here. Let's tidy you up. So I want power to that first of all. I'm saying first of all too much. I apologise. It's really one of the things that I think you've got to try and do when you're making YouTube videos is not use the same words over and over again because it gets really boring really quick. Just ask people about good saying, getting really nervous. Owner only, receive only this time. Disabled, sludge. So all sludge should come here now, into there. Well, of course I've got no power on, so we're not going to see anything like that in a minute. And I've just got some ladders to get myself back out of there. And a chest to go on top of that. Just for now, but I'm going to have to expand that chest. Chest don't want to go on top of that at all. Let's widen this a little bit. Don't have to be a little tiny box, does it? Chest on that side. I'm going to fill it really quick though, so that, in theory, piss off gravel. That in theory should sort out my sludge boiler issues. I really do need to learn to not worry so much about stone not looking the same. And I think I'll have a light down here. Have I got? Yeah, it's dangerous down here. So let's get the power fist out and give it a bit of lighting. So now, in theory, that shouldn't poison me anymore. We'll see. We shall see. Right, that's full now. So there. Let's do this then. Let's connect that. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Yeah, that'll do. Make that into an output. Now, everything should be working now. Well, the only issue I've got is I need to... that ain't going to work, is it? I'll put all them chests next to the bloody... There. I'm thinking of making all these chests into deep storage units, as I've got abundant ender pearl. So we want blue to go into there first, which it will do. I have to move all these. Back when I moved all these. Okay, so I'm going to have to wrap up. There we go. The sludge boiler's working away, and it's not poisoning me. If I go down here, it should poison me. There we go. Look. So that works. So your sludge boiler needs to be 3 clear blocks away from where you can get to for you not to get poisoned by it. So that's because that does get really irritating really fast. I could have actually left all that there, couldn't I? I could have just left that running there, but I eventually want to wire this up so stuff gets fed into this. So I wanted it over here for a reason. I've got all the stuff in there, but it's not running yet. Now that all the stuff is in there, it can run. So that's gonna fill that up. I'm just using a couple of cotton seeds and spruce saplings up before I put any saplings in there. All of these are set correctly so that the seeds go back in, and I've filled them all with buttons so that there's only one slot empty. So these will all fill up with products as time goes on. So I think there I've got a fully automated little farm set up apart from the fertiliser, and of course fill into the poison hole. Son of a bitch. Don't go in there, go up there. What I also want, of course, is 2 fertilisers, one to cover each of the 4 of these, and I might work out something to grow in there at some point, but maybe cotton, don't know, maybe barley, anyway. So 2 fertilisers will cover all these, and then we'll work out how to get the fertiliser wired up. So I'm going to wrap up there. If the word download isn't quite ready, I'll have to talk about it later, but I might do tomorrow's video and definitely do some enhanced portals. Bearing, if there's any issues with this, I might have to deal with this if there's like something going major wrong. But as long as nothing goes wrong with this, I should be able to do some portals tomorrow. And of course, I do need to get a steel tank together to start changing some of this. I'm going to use some of it for power, but I want to start using some of it to start storing through a unifier. I'll probably put it there actually. Ethanol, so we can start looking at getting a couple of boilers in here and running this all off ethanol, and having 288 MJ tick to use instead of whatever the boiler the generator puts out, which I don't think is much. Right, I think I'm done. So as always, thank you very much for watching. That all seems to be working with none of these have got stuff in there, so that seems to be working. Let's just go down there. Every time I've gone down, it's poisoned me up to now, so as if it's working away nice and busily. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. We've got quite a few things in there already. It's only been about 10 minutes, and it's just poisoned me again. So that's collecting all that sludge nicely. So yeah, right. I won't go on because the video is getting really long. Thank you very much for watching as always. I hope it's entertaining, and I hope you join me next time. Cheers. Bye.